Hello everyone, it's Nicole. I'm here at my home, really needing a practice today. Kind of, I guess, so-called maybe suffering from the social isolation and everything that it has kind of brought us to. There's been a little bit of anxiety for me, mixed emotions, heightened emotions. And I feel that today's practice is really going to be useful in kind of like removing and getting back that beautiful prana energy flow into my body, and hopefully for you at home as well. So that's the intention of this practice. Is I really felt called to my mat today and to share with you what's going on in my heart and my soul during this time, which is today I'm not having such a great day, but today I want to make it a better day by choosing to step onto my mat. So as we get into our practice today, I want you to find a comfortable position. You can lie back in Shavasana. We'll take a few minutes to just kind of reconnect with our inner parts of our soul and see if we can kind of involve our heart with movement and breath, and we'll go from there. So if you have any kind of lower back issues, it's really helpful to bend the knees, take the feet out wide, and allow the knees to drop in towards the center. Open up your arms wherever you feel comfortable. And just close your eyes. Take a big calming breath as you inhale deeply through your nose and then exhale deeply through your nose, just to bring everything together. Wiggle your body to readjust any places that you may feel are calling out to you at this moment. And as I close my eyes, I actually see water. I see as if you're looking into the water, and that kind of blurred out feeling when you look to the bottom of the shore and you see sand. And just take a moment to find your breath and find what you see at this moment. Just after a couple of breaths, it has brought me down a few notches. I'm feeling a little bit more relaxed, ready to explore my mind, my body, my spirit in a different way than when I came into stepping onto my mat. So as you slowly allow that deep relaxation and stillness to cover your body, starting at the crown of your head, just softening the scalp, letting it run down through the top of your face, letting go of any tension, resistance within the cheeks or the jaw. Allowing it to melt down into your neck. And notice when you do that, your neck is joined to your shoulders. So your shoulders automatically just seem to kind of surrender and let go. Inviting that softness into our hearts. Starting to settle in. dropping down into the belly and wrapping itself around to your lower back like a giant hug. And if anything, that's all we need right now is maybe a little bit of a hug from the world. Allowing the hips to soften. A sense of opening, a sense of surrender. Dropping into the thighs. Noticing the knees. The shins. Or calves. And whether your feet are planted to the floor or just hovering there, notice the soles of your feet as they rise to the platform of your foot, reaching all the way to your toes. As we take that breath, filtering it in, I want you to take the breath from the feet, rising up through your entire body, up to the crown of the head, with that inhale, and that exhale as a flush to push out, back down through the crown, and into your feet, and out into the world. Take about 5 big deep breaths as you do that. And that last breath, I want you to scan your body now from the crown of your head down to the tips of your toes, noticing any kind of wonder in your body, any kind of soulful connection that you feel has risen, any mindful thoughts, aches, pains, or maybe happiness in your body. Take a moment to shine with that, or to release whatever is no longer needed. When you're ready, slowly inviting some movement into your fingers and your toes. Maybe just kind of making some gentle circles with your ankles, your wrists. With your legs now slowly bending at the knees and taking your feet to the outer edges of your mat, knees facing up towards the ceiling. Slowly just kind of balance and float the knees from side to side. Just giving yourself a little bit of a lower back massage. Reconnecting with our body, our breath. Landing to one side and just holding there for 3 breaths. Slowly rotate them to the other side. When you're ready, slowly floating them back up towards the ceiling. Drawing your knees in towards your chest and wrapping your arms around your legs. And just kind of either making some circles with the knees. Notice if you can draw in a little bit more as you kind of either take your hands behind your thighs and wrap your fingers together or not. And see if you can draw your legs in a little bit deeper towards your chest. Releasing a little bit further towards that lower back. Leaving the hands at the back of the thighs, slowly extending the legs up towards the ceiling, pushing through the heels. Pushing those lower ribs into the floor to really ignite through the abs. From here, we're going to slide our arms gently as we lift our head and chest up. On the exhale, and on the inhale, draw back down. Exhale, rise up. Completing about 5. Once you've landed that 5th one, rise up one more and hold. Line the chest. Extend, really push those lower ribs into the floor. Push through the heels. Breathe. Slowly widening the legs, so opening them up, taking your hands to the inner thighs, and see if you can rise up a little bit further. Stretching through the inner thighs. Keep holding. Push those lower ribs into the floor. Extend through the heels. One more breath. Slowly let go. Dropping the head and the chest towards the floor. Leaving the legs spread. Taking a couple of refreshing breaths here as the legs open up, letting go of those inner thighs. Bending at the knees. Now taking your hands and wrapping them to the outside of the back of the thigh. Bending the knees nice and close outside of the body. Flexing through the heels as you come into that. We're prepping for happy baby pose. And then when you feel ready, either grabbing the in part of your foot or your toe. Keeping the head, the neck, the chest on the floor. And see if you can find your happy baby. You can kind of even float from side to side. Keeping your core nice and tight. Take 3 more breaths here. Slowly release the legs, the arms. Grab your knees in towards your chest. And I want you to roll up. So take some momentum to roll up. Whoop. Grab back if you need to. And know that it happens to everyone. So as we come into that seated position, finding your sit bones onto the floor and really trying to deepen and lighten up through the front of your body. So extending through the crown of the head as if someone's drawing that rope up, but staying completely rooted and grounded through your sit bones. Extending the arms and just lightly placing them onto the knees. Pull the belly button back towards the spine to really ignite through that center ab portion of your body. Lighten the load on your shoulders as you release them away from your ears. Take 2 more breaths here. We're going to create some flows as we open up our arms. So taking the arms out wide, spreading the fingers, retracting through the shoulder blades in the back, squeezing that ball. Inhale, rise the arms up towards the ceiling. Palms coming together. Exhale down into heart center. Let's create some flow. So inhale, rise. Exhale down. 4 more. Inhale, rise. Last one. Inhale, rise. Come down into heart center. Inhale, take the arms back up and lace the fingers, flip the palms up towards the ceiling. And see if you can take those upper arms and place them close by your ears, but draw your shoulders down now. Pull your belly button back in. Feel the length in your spine as you create and extending through your arms. Inhale. Exhale, drop towards the left-hand side of your body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop towards the right. And just go back and forth like this, using your breath, lengthening through the side body. Finding that connection within your core. Use the core as you inhale up. Exhale, release. Coming back up towards center, let's exhale, take the arms behind the back and lace the fingers, and now push them away this way behind your back. Retract the shoulder blades back, pull the belly button in again, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Now if you find this too hard, you can even just have clasped hands together with palms and just kind of really draw the knuckles down towards the floor, opening up through the front of the chest, releasing through the forearms. Take a big breath outward with your heart. And then as you exhale, pulling it in and releasing. Two more. Feel that expansion and that retraction in the chest. Last one. Inhale, rise the arms up. Sweeping, exhale, fall forward. Landing wherever you are. Dropping the chin towards your chest. Lengthening out the body this way. Lightly finding your hands to the earth. With each exhale, use that as a memory time for your body to relax and send signals to your muscles to release. Know that this is the time right here. See if you can crawl your fingers forward a little bit more. Exhale one more time. From here, sliding the hands in towards you. And from here, you're going to push up onto hands and knees using that rocking formation to come up. I'm going to turn sideways. So coming into that cat-cow, placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees directly underneath your hips, rounding out the back as you come into cat, tucking the chin in and tailbone in. Round at the back as much as you can. As you come into that cow, sinking the belly towards the earth, rising the chin up towards the sky. And stay in this posture if you need to. If you find that you're kind of crinkly or you're feeling some tension, maybe staying in that one area. Seeing if you can let go. Use this as an opportunity. We have no place to go right now. There's no hurry, there's no rush. Just take a moment to connect with your body. Listen to what it needs. If it's calling for a certain position, let it stay there. Come back into that neutral position, extending through the crown of the head, and just lifting that right arm up towards the sky, so thumb facing up. And then coming down, opposite arm, now left. Extending through, eyes facing down. From here, now lifting the right leg up, bend the knee, toe pointing up towards the ceiling, and now lifting that left arm up and see if you can kind of reach back, grab, and I can't, but see, just attempt. Lift through the belly, and then come back in, drop both arm and leg, and switch sides. So this just goes to show you, lift up, opposite arm. Where are you used to be to where you are now? Noticing that differences in our life, wherever they may be, I can't reach right now, but I used to be able to reach. That's okay. Taking a moment in time to express that with yourself and know that all these changes that are happening right now are okay. Calming our minds, calming our bodies. Find a couple cat-cows. We are always worth something, no matter what is going on in our lives. Don't let your mind tell you any different. The battle within our minds can be more tough than any physical ailment that we could possibly have in our body, because our mind plays a big part in it. From here, I want you to slowly take the elbows down to the floor, bending, and now pushing outward, leaning forward into it slightly. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Pull the belly button in as if you're pushing through the back. So see if you can round your back now. Tuck your chin in and see how that feels. Slowly rise back up, lifting the elbows off the floor, taking your hands about a foot ahead of you, tucking your toes, and now sitting back in again, but almost into that launch position. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, round your back again, extending through the shoulder blades, through the lower back. Like a bow and arrow, we have strength. Round your back so you can set up your bow and arrow.
We can point it in any direction we want to. It can be for the good or for the bad. Like the yin and yang in life, that's what happens. There is always two sides to everything. Slowly rise up into downward facing dog. Choices. Like when I stepped on my mat today, the choice to make the decision to either go with what was happening to me this morning or change that into something else. What did I want to change that something else to? Flexing through the legs if you want to bend the knees a little bit, and then turn your body side to side. Stay to one side, take a breath and extend the one leg, bend one knee, and then switch sides. Slowly extend, knees come down to the floor, chaturanga onto your, come forward, rise up to cobra, exhale back to child's pose, rise up to downward facing dog, knees come down, chaturanga, rise up to cobra, exhale back to child's pose. Let's do it one more time. Downward facing dog, knees, chaturanga, and child's pose. Take a moment to widen the knees and sit your belly in between your thighs and drop down to your forehead as you take a moment to reconnect with your third eye spirit. This is where we find the balance in our bodies. This is where we take the time to nourish and slow down. Take a moment to observe your thoughts, what's going on. So we talk about flattening the curve in the COVID-19, but how do we flatten within ourselves? How do we get rid of that high that we are on at this present moment? We meet ourselves at our mat and we create honesty as we start to practice. Honesty in how you feel, honesty in your words that are going through your mind, and honesty in where you are in your practice within your physical body. Let's slowly rise back up. Bring the knees in. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk the legs into forward fold. Take a moment to bend the knees. Place your belly onto your thighs. Grab the backs of your legs, tuck your chin in. Allow your upper body just to dangle from the hips, letting the crown of your head be drawn to the earth as you completely lengthen the spine here. You can drop your arms to dangle into that ragdoll. Notice what kind of work it involves to, even in this forward fold, you feel it through the backs of your hamstrings here. You feel your head drawn, your belly is tight against your thighs. Try to straighten the backs of your legs a little bit as you're down here, and see what that does as you push through the heels. Lengthening through the back as your tailbone points up towards the ceiling. Let's slowly rise from ragdoll. So pulling the belly in as we draw that entire chest up. Rise high to extended mountain, lifting the arms, palms coming together. Exhale down into heart center. Inhale, rise the arms up. Sweep and fly them down into forward fold. Take a moment to ground your hands down. Bend the knees, step back into your plank. Let's take a moment to find plank here. Palms laid down. Fingers spread wide. Grips at the fingertips. Belly button in, tilting the pelvis up towards your chin. Eyes facing down. Take an inhale. Exhale down, chaturanga, elbows in. Rise high to cobra. Take a moment here. In your cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. One more breath. Let's slowly walk it in again. Coming into that forward fold. Bend at the knees, dangle the arms. Spiraling out those thigh bones to open up and allow that tailbone to kind of tilt up towards the ceiling. Crown just completely lets go and falls like a magnetic draw to the earth. Inhale, slowly rising from that ragdoll to extended mountain. Exhale down into heart center. Let's do this 2 more times. So inhale, rise. Exhale, dive. Bend the knees, step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale. Rise. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. 2 more breaths here. Slowly walk the feet in. Forward fold. Find your place, wherever that may be for you. Slowly rise from ragdoll. Really being conscious of that belly in alignment as you lengthen out, rise high. Exhale down. Last one, inhale, rise up. Exhale down. Find your plank. Inhale. Exhale down. Rise up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's take 5 big breaths here. Let that fire out through your mouth. So as the out breath, stick your tongue out and just let it out hard. Inhale. 2 more. Now slowly drop the knees wide into your child's pose. Take a moment to come back down to the earth. Reconnecting. Now, where does your body feel? Are we fighting through? Are we getting rid of whatever we need to? Are we being honest with ourselves, whatever's left over? Now slowly rise back up. Bring the knees back in. I want you to cross the legs in the back, and you're going to pop down onto your butt and extend the legs, coming into Dandasana, so staff pose. So extending through the legs, finding that grounding sensation through the backs of the legs here as you push through the heels, placing your palms, flattening them right by your sides of your hips, drawing your shoulders down as you reach, extending high through the crown and looking forward, finding those sit bones directly rooted into the earth beneath you. Finding that earthly connection. Oftentimes that's what our body needs. It needs to find grounding. It needs to find earth. It's plain and simple. Extending through the arms as you open them up wide. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Just landing wherever. So you can grab the backs of the heels. So once you've landed, you can completely let go of your legs. As we come into a little bit of a yin posture, draw your chin in towards your chest. We're going to stay here for a few minutes. Now if you find this really hard, you can bend your knees and stick a pillow underneath your knees to soften the load a little bit. Otherwise, just completely let go of your body. So not holding on to anything, letting your legs spiral out if they need to. Each breath, letting go of your body, finding that release. Slowly rising, so pushing through the bottom of your spine, rolling up each vertebrae as you stack them on top of each other. Extending through the crown, inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale down into heart center. And let's coming into Baddha Konasana, so bringing one foot in at a time, leaning back. See if you can do it without drawing your arms to your legs, and then coming down into that Baddha Konasana. Once you've arrived there, then you can grab the fronts of your legs, maybe at your ankles, and I want you to extend high. So as if we're reaching through that crown again, you're tucking in the shoulder blades as much as you can, pulling the belly button in. Now drop the chin towards the chest. See how extensive this is. You get some big release through the upper shoulders, traps. And now you can slowly draw your right ear to your right shoulder. Noticing how tight or tense your shoulders are. Taking a moment to breathe in, exhale, release. Now slowly sliding the opposite ear, so now your left ear to your left shoulder. Coming back into neutral as you draw your chin towards your chest. And now I want you to completely let go of the shoulders now. Push the belly button through the spine, but as if you're rounding your back now, taking your chin towards your chest and grabbing onto your toes if you can, to just kind of round out the back as if you're pushing the back out now. While you're doing this, see if you can relax the shoulders. Notice a difference when you relax the shoulders or when they're kind of tensed up. If you relax them and allow your chin to come closer towards your chest, you feel it in your hips and your lower back a little bit more. From here, rising up, releasing the hands from the feet. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale down into heart center. Take a moment to drop the elbows in. Pull the belly button in. Drop your eyelids to close your eyes for a moment. Inhale and exhale, 3 breaths. How grateful are we to land here now? Instead of spiraling out of control, reconnecting and finding strength to ground and root ourselves down. Slowly lifting the eyelids up as you open your eyes, looking at a new light within life. As if you put on a different set of glasses. Let's slowly drop our hands and slowly find our way to our backs as we land into our Shavasana. So just slowly coming down, landing and extending the legs if that's where you want to go. Readjusting your body to find length. Opening your arms. Letting go of whatever you need to. If your body's still hovering or feeling a vibration that isn't comfortable to you, allowing just a couple more breaths to shake it off. Finding reason, finding love and compassion instead of resistance. and tension. It's much easier to flow in a state of love than it is to flow in a state of resistance. As you close your eyes, landing your body wherever you feel you need to at this moment. Each breath is a new breath. One flows directly into the other. No beginning, no ending. Just pure form of breath. We can unite. We can unite our mind, body, and spirit, but we also can unite universally. Power comes in strength, in how we push forward into moving through our days ahead, finding new ways to allow that new flow to come in a little bit more naturally, a little less resistance. And as you inhale deeply through your nose, exhale deeply through your nose. Sorry about that, I had something on my foot. As you slowly start to find that reconnection, movement, breath, alignment with your body, acknowledging your breath as you inhale and expand your chest up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, allowing it to just fall towards the earth. Naturally expanding and retracting our bodies to find life form, its purity, its true nature. Inviting a little bit of movement into your fingers, your toes. If you want to start to move your arms and your legs, softly finding some gentleness. When you're ready, you can slowly
really just start to take your knees in towards your chest and bring in a little bit of movement as you rock back and forth. And at any point in time when you're ready, you can slowly roll yourself or roll onto your side up to a seated position, landing with your sit bones directly connected beneath you, rising high within your spine, out through the crown of your head, dictating length up towards the sky, reaching the sun and staying grounded to the earth as you root your sit bones, connecting like roots from a tree. Imagine and see the strength that you've created as you've planted yourself here, allowing yourself to take that with you throughout your day. Take a moment to open up your arms wide as you inhale, rise the arms up, taking all that universal energy through the palms of your hands, gravitating it through the center of your palms as you exhale, inviting it into your heart center as you land. I thank you very much for joining me today, releasing whatever you needed. And hopefully you feel well. Namaste. Thank you. Much love always.